Hi, Chong. How are you?
Hi, Z. It's really nice to be your new mentor. I just spent a whole afternoon to check your video before, and if I'm right, it's the third video, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm really glad to say that I'm really happy to be your mentor, and I found that there's a lot of improvements. It's really good things
Thank
happened on
you.
your class for this three class. I'm really glad to see a new teacher just growing up and just be more mature and be more confident in the class. You are controlling your class much more better, and you're more closing the teacher in your mind is much more clear. It's
Thank
really good, and
you.
you use a lot of good transition. I'm glad to see that you are being more confident, you are more clear at what you want, and the class is much more well organized, and all the things is much more. I'm really glad to see that you're a really good teacher. You will be a good teacher,
Thank you,
and
Chong.
and it is obviously to see you get more familiar with your students, your connection with students, your eye contact, and you
Right.
know each students and how they react to you and how to connect, how to have more good communication with the students. You also did a really good job. I have to say you did a really good job. I really want to learn a lot of things from you. It's a really good thing.
Thank you, Chong. It's a nice word.
Okay. However, I think it's still a lot of time that we can work together to make your class better, you make you a better teacher. So let's start with your whole lessons. First of all, it's a really good start of your lesson. You ask the students to play the chorus right, but never went over how to play the D7 chord. I noticed that you gave a countdown that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? It's a good job asking students to tell you
Mm.
how the difference between the two chords. It's only you teaching. You can just use students, make them a little teacher, make them teach each other, and it's also another way to check if they already have know the things you told them before and they're really familiar with
Yeah,
the knowledge, right?
yeah.
It's a good chance for students. Yeah, that's the
I
things you
think
can
I
do.
could apply more formative assessments at the beginning of this class.
Okay. And when you're planning on doing that or talking through how to play the D7 chord, were you planning on doing that? I wonder how
Yes,
you
I
think
was
about it.
planning. I was written this in my lesson plan, but when I applied it into practical teaching,
Mm-hmm.
I found students they were familiar with the Discord, so I want to speed up. So I jumped this section.
Oh, I know you really want to make a good, you want to make it better, but the thing is that if you can just think another way to do this, to have more familiar with your students, you can notice that this way is maybe not that good, and you can change another way to make student. The aim is that to make all the students to get you and just make the class go through smoothly, right? Okay.
Right.
Um, the next thing is, it's a pretty good job talking them through the partners. You might need to slow it down as much. It's maybe not too fast for you. You're well trained. You're a good musician, but students still need you just more patience. Just slow down and take care of, and you can watch students, watch their reactions. Is there catch with you, or they just cannot follow your step? So it's really a good part is you need to just check each student they are following you, but not only in your music, you're
Yeah,
teaching music, right?
exactly.
You might need to, as I said, you might need to slow it down, and you can tell them to either do one per measure, or two per measure, or four per measure, and it's have the choice. They have choice. If they can do better, they can do more complex things. But they can. It cannot get A. You can just do something easier, right?
Yeah, I got
And
what you mean.
yeah, and if in other things I'd say, maybe you could ask students to just review how to play it, and it's a good demonstration for the chord. You can let them know how the transitioning between chords, one measure is G, another is D7, and they might not need the measure of rest with only playing one chord per match. They're really good students for you, right?
Right, 100%. So you mean I needed to slow down when strumming the chords and speed up when transition between chords?
Exactly.
Okay.
I think that could be better. You already did a really good job, and that's really small technique can help you more.
Okay.
And the other things is, you describe what you were going to do, but instead you could just show them, say, watch me, and then demonstrate, and then say, join me. It's much more clear, much more short, and they can get you immediately. So you don't need a lot of work. Always do more, talk less. Okay.
Okay.
And it's really a good job with 1, 2, 3 change. It's a really good job showing the different strum patterns.
Yeah,
But
it what I
another
learned
thing is,
from your class.
thank you so much. And another thing is, do not spend too much time on that. You have already do the things already good, so you should not. You should just going through the another step to the next step, but not stuck on this too long. You already do it really good, and students already follow you, so you're just moving on to let your class can tell more things.
Okay.
It's a really good class. If any other things I want to talk, and maybe just let them know that they can try more freely, comfortable with them. Some students, they really won't show their better part on you. They want performance better on you, so they have some
Yeah.
stress, so they're not so relaxed. So that is the time you can say, I appreciate you're playing, I appreciate that something you're good. You can just give some things to give some words to students and make them more relaxed, more confident, just like you are being more and more confident. It's the same things.
Yes, I always give students choices, let them
Mm-hmm.
select the fingering which could more comfortable for them.
Yeah, the confident, if they feel more comfortable and they are do better, it's correct. The correct things is just make you can easily, comfortably, naturally just playing. That is
Yeah,
good things.
yeah, this is good. Thank you.
And if I think it's the last thing we were talking about. It's a really good job walking around and checking their course. It's really good things. I just noticed that you just afraid to just walk around the whole classroom and
Yes, I
studying, but
was.
yeah, but you're getting better now. It's a really good thing. Just make you and students more close, and they are more trust you. And also, it's another way if they want just, oh, I just don't want to play it good. I just want and wait for the class over. But you call me, and it's, oh, I need to practice. Well, no, the teacher's coming. So it's also a really good way. And some
Thank
students, they will
you.
show that you. I love this. I really like your attitude is really positive. The whole class environment is just moved me a lot. I really like to join some class like you did. It's really positive and make everyone so confident. It's really inclusive and really flexible. I really like it. It's a good class, and I believe you can do better in the next time.
Thank you. These are really good suggestions.
Yeah. Is there any other things you want to ask me?
No, I will write this suggestion as my reflection. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope I can help you.
Bye.
Bye and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.